Projection?
After years of pain, Sue Page went under the scalpel and had her knee replaced. It's been a godsend.
I get it. I got it again.
You've got to be careful, but no pain, and now I can run around. I've got a 2-year-old grandson and he really works me.
She had private health insurance. The operation still left her thousands of dollars out of pocket, but the primary school teacher says it was worth it.
It's given me a life that I'm ambulant and I can move and I can get down with my grandson and I can work and I can live.
Sue is one of millions of Australians whose lives have changed for the better through medical devices. Things such as knee and hip replacements, lenses and pacemakers.
35 products to build a comprehensive range of
Mobile Chrome bring an entirely new battery technology to the market.
As the population ages, these medical devices are becoming an increasingly bigger surgery cost for private insurers.
It's about 12% of the budget every year, and it's actually the part that's growing the fastest.
So the decisions surgeons make in the operating theatre can be critical to the financial bottom line. And many Australians would be surprised to learn that the people who sell these devices are often physically in the operating theatre with the surgeon.
If you're selling medical devices to surgeons, the best place to find a concentration of surgeons outside of a conference is in an operating room. So that's where the selling is done.
Tonight, 7:30 reveals an insider's account of the marketing tactics of medical device companies and examines its impact on the health budget.
There are sales representatives in routine surgical procedures all the time, all over the country, and the prime role of these people is to sell more medical devices.
That's more than a gross misrepresentation. That's a blatant lie.
That is suitable for that one person.
A 2017 Senate inquiry heard evidence about the sales tactics of device industry reps in operating theatres.
The companies feel that they're supplying extra expertise for the surgeon involved, but it seems to be also an extra opportunity for salesmanship.
Right.
And so once a quarter I would go down.
Guy Towett worked as one of those reps and later as a device marketing manager for more than 25 years. And how common was it for you to be in the operating theatre?
The operating theatre was my work day. That you're there to understand how the products work, where they're used, what they're indicated for or not, but you're also there to sell.
Guy Towett left the industry in 2019 and now works as a consultant to private health insurers. He says working in operating theatres helped him build a relationship with the surgeon, keep out competition and ultimately sell more product. Can you give me an example of how you can sell more product in an operating theatre?
So when I was marketing manager for 2 different companies, at both companies I ran an internal marketing campaign which was called Do You Want Fries With That? So what the purpose of that campaign was to train the reps and to educate them to go, when you're in these cases, if the surgeon happens to need a bone graft substitute, we want you to upgrade them and sell them our expensive bone graft substitute on top of the expensive medical device.
We've spoken to one former rep that said device companies have combined the technical support role of reps with a sales role and that these reps are judged solely by their sales. Is that true?
I can't talk about what others have said, but certainly in the operating theatre, there is no selling, there's no marketing that takes place.
Ian Burgess is the CEO of the Medical Technology Association of Australia, representing some of the largest device multinationals in the world.
The technicians in theatre are purely providing technical support, and that's recognised by clinical bodies such as the Australian Orthopaedic Association that has issued a position statement emphasising the clinical importance of technicians.
The head of the Royal Australasian College of Surgeons broadly agrees.
And that most reps would come in at the beginning when they're really people are learning about a new device or a new prosthetic or something that was new, but it would not be standard that they would necessarily come in there every single case once everyone was familiar with the technology.
But the college representing operating theatre nurses says it's not so clear-cut.
It depends on the specialty, particularly regionally. We have regular reps that come through the operating suites that I certainly visit, but also my colleagues, because the surgeon has a relationship with the representative and the company.
And the Nurses College says it's aware of rare cases where it becomes a problem.
I do know colleagues that have had challenges around the product upsell in theatre.
And all this matters because if there is aggressive marketing of medical devices, well, that pushes up hospital costs. And ultimately, we the consumer pay for it through higher insurance premiums. In fact, private health insurers say that's already happening.
Back pain surgery, for example, just over the period of the pandemic, the cost to health funds increased by $1,330. And the only explanation for that, the only possible explanation for that can be, is that the sales of more items have been pushed into that procedure over that period of time.
Device manufacturers deny this. They say the real problem is the behaviour of private health funds, accusing them of excessive profiteering.
This is all part of a smear campaign, shifting attention away from insurers' profits, trying to blame medical devices and extract further cuts from medical devices.
Another issue is financial transparency. Guy Towett says reps can make big money.
But a lot of the companies have an open-ended bonus structure. That means the more that you sell, the more that you earn.
So what's the highest bonus that you heard of?
Over $100,000, over $150,000.
There are certainly operations as a spine surgeon where I've done complex spinal procedures, and the rep in the room has received a higher remuneration for the products used than I have as the surgeon doing the procedure.
US-based orthopaedic surgeon Dr. Chris Kane worked in Australia up until 2010. Although he believes company reps do offer valuable technical support in operating theatres, he says all bonuses and commissions should be declared.
The people who pay for the system, the health system in Australia and elsewhere in the world, should know who's getting paid what for what component of the procedure and make sure that adds value to the outcome of the operation.
If they're getting bonuses of tens of thousands of dollars over $100,000, do you think that should be transparent, that should be declared?
Well, there are arrangements, employment arrangements with them and their employer. It's not impacting on what is happening in the operating theatre.
For the consumer, the bottom line is the cost of private health insurance and trying to understand why premiums keep going up.
It's only just recently gone up, but it just escalates and it's scary.